Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to the computer science class. So today we will be doing again conversions between decimal to binary. Last class I had introduced you all to the conversion and I had shown you all few examples. Today we will learn more examples and I would like you all to solve these examples alongside with me, and also I will give you all some homework to do. And if time permits, we will start learning octal number system. Yeah, so last class I gave you all the homework to write the numbers 1 to 32 in its binary form. So here is the answer. You should have found the number 32 with 5 zeros. If you have, then you are being able to write the binary number system very well. Today we will start with the conversion, that is binary to decimal. We had done this last class, but this class we will do it thoroughly. So let's say this is my number, okay, and I have to convert this into decimal. How will I do this? So please solve it alongside me so that you all are able to understand this very, very well. So the number is 1101101. So you first write the number down and then right below it, I'm just going to leave some gap here so there is enough place for me to write the positional values below it. Below it, I'm going to start writing the positional values. I calculated in my mind, so I know 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know we have to start with 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. These are the powers to, these are the raised to's. So we'll start with 2 raised to 7. What is 2 raised to 7? 2 raised to 7 is 128. Yes. So what is 2 raised to 6? So automatically 2 raised to 6 will be 64. What is 2 raised to 5? 32. You all should know these, huh? Your 2's table has to be very, very, very clear. Only then you can do these. 2 raised to 4 is 16. 2 raised to 3 is 8. 2 raised to 2 is 4. 2 raised to 1, oh my God, who's going to answer this? 2. And 2 raised to 1 is 1. Okay, so I've done the positional values, I've found the numbers, and I have my main number with me, that is 1101101. So now comes, I'm only going to take the values where there is 1. I'm not going to consider the places where there is 0 in the binary number. So you can go in any order over here, it will not matter. So I'm going to start with 2 raised to 7. So I'm just going to take 128 as it is. Okay, next number that I have with the number 1 is 64. Then I will not take 32 because there is a 0 value out there. Then we will take 16. Then we will take 8. Okay, we will again not take 4, but we will take 2, and then we will take 1. Okay, in binary number system, you can take it exactly because the digits are 0 and 1. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0, so you don't need to consider it. And anything multiplied by 1 is itself. So we will take it as it is. We will take the positional values as it is. So we have 128 plus 64 plus 16 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1. So if you're going to add all these numbers together, you should get the number. What's the number you are getting? 219. Yes. So if you all have got this number, that means you all have done a very good conversion. You all have understood conversion very, very well. I'm not going to do any more conversions for you all over here. I will directly show you all the answers. Yes. So this is how you convert in the future. Now I'm going to give you a question and I'm going to give you an answer. You will solve it on your own. Okay. So this was the binary. This was the binary to decimal conversion of the number 219. Did you all see how they are showing you all the, can you all see over here at the bottom, they write the number 2 and number 10, which shows the number system that they belong to. Over here, when I was giving you the number, I'm not writing any number system because I'm giving you only binary numbers. But whenever you will solve it in the exam paper or in your textbook, sorry, in your notebooks, please mention the number system. Next question for you all that I want you all to solve is this 1011001. Please solve it and tell me what is the answer. I request you all to pause the screen and solve because I will move further and explain the answer. So if you all want to solve it and you all are going to solve it side by side, please pause. The answer is 89. The answer is 89. Don't look at the way they have done it. It's the same thing, but you may not really understand it. Do it the way I have told you. They've done cumulative. We don't need to learn this. Do the way I taught you. Next question, 11001. 11001. Convert this to binary. Please pause, convert, and then continue so that you can verify your understanding and answers. If all your answers come correct, please mention it in the comment section so that I know that you were able to follow the instruction. The answer is this 25. 110011. Look at this. This is another way to do it on paper. I cannot show you on paper over here, but look at this, the way he is written or she's written this positional values on the top, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then wherever there is a number 1, they've done it 2 raised to 0, so 1, 2 raised to 3 is 8, 2 raised to 4, 16, and then we get the answer 25. Yes? Okay, next question, 1101101. I repeat, 1101101. Please pause and solve so that you can verify the answer, which is on the next slide. 1101101. The answer is 217. The answer is 217. Next question, 1000101. Next question, 1000101. It must all be sounding the same, but I'm sure your answers are showing you they're all different binary numbers. Please pause and solve. This answer is 37. The answer to this is 37. Next number, 1010. 1, 0, 1, 0. This should have been done mentally. The answer is 10. Next number, this should also be done mentally. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. The answer is 20. The answer is 20. Yes, there is an error here. There's a calculation mistake. 16 plus 4 plus 1 will give me 21. This number is 21. It's not 20. Okay, so now you all have been able to successfully do binary to decimal. So now we will learn decimal to binary. So let's say my number is 17. So if my number is 17, how will I make it binary? Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for all that happened. Okay, so how will I convert a decimal number 17 to a binary equivalent? I'm going to divide this number constantly by 2. Okay, so let's say 17 divided by 2 will give me 17 divided by 2 will give me 2 8 is 16. So I will have 1 left over. Okay, and it's going to be 8 I'm just going to write 2 over here because I know I will need it. 2 8 So it is 2 8 17. Left over is 1. I have 8. Again, I'm going to use the number 2. So it will be 2. 2 odds are 8. 4 is 8. So I'm getting exact answer. There is no leftovers. There are no remainders. But you have to write it down. Okay. So 2 4s are 8. There was no remainder. It went up. Okay. Now 2 2s are 4 again. So there will again be no remainder. We will write 0, 2. The first 2 I'm writing in my, because that's the only way I can type on the screen. You all don't need to write it down. Okay. 2 2s are 4. Remainder is 0. Again, I will do 2. 2 1s are 2. And no remainder. And now what will happen? It will not go further. Yes. So this is the answer. We will start from bottom and go up. Start from the remainder values that you all can see from the bottom. So at the bottom I have 1. Then I go here up. I have 0, another 0, another 0, and then 1. So this is the binary equivalent of the number 17. The reason we divide it with the number 2 is because we are converting it into binary number system, and the binary number system's base value is 2. So we divide it by the number 2. We constantly keep dividing till we get the number 1. Okay. See, on the next page, I have done the example, so you will understand it better. 2 8 17. 2 8 17. 1 is carried forward. 1 is remainder. Always keep an account of all the remainders. Again, 2 4s are 8. No remainder, so I write 0. 2 2s are 4, no remainder, so we write 0. 2 1s are 2, no remainder, so we write 0. And when you get 1 here, you can stop. So the answer is 1 1 0 0 0 1, and that is the answer. If you all want, you all can and you all should always cross check. So you all can convert 10001 to binary, or from binary to decimal, the way I have taught you all. Okay, so this will be 1 as it is. This will be 0 1 2 3 4, 2 raised to 4. So this is 16 and 1 17. So that is my correct answer. This is how you convert from decimal to binary. You just keep dividing the number with 2 till you get the number 1. But let's say I have an even number like 156. How will we do this? Yes, how are we going to do an even number 156? Let's try this now. Do it along with me. So 2, 156. I know the remainder is going to be 0 because it's an even number. Okay, so 2 ones are 156, 2 sevens are 14, 1 is carried forward 16, so 2 eights are 16. So 2 into 78 will give me 156. Again, it's an even number, so there will be no carry forwards. 2 3s are 6, and 2 9s are 18. There should be 1 carry forward. It's an even number here. Sorry, odd number now. 2 1s are 2, and 1 is carried, 19. So 2 9s are 18 again. Yes? Yes or no? 2 1s are 2, 1 carry, 19, 2 9s are 18. So again, I will have 1 carry forward to draw. 2 9s are 18. Again, there will be a carry forward of 1. 2 4s are 8. There will be no carry forward this time. 2 2s are 4. So again, there shall be no carry forward. Finally, 2. No need for 2. Just writing it though. 1s are 2. Okay. So according to what I have taught you all, what should be the answer according to you? Can you all tell me? Start from the bottom. So 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0. Yes, this should be the answer of 156. 100 111 00. Let's see the answer. 100 111 00. That is absolutely correct. Yes. So now we all know how to convert even from decimal to binary. Yes. You all know from binary to decimal, and you all know decimal to binary. Convert the number 29 to binary equivalent. Pause, solve, and check. The answer you derive to is 11101. Yes, another important thing, whenever you will get Whenever you will solve this, always remember that the bottommost number that you get is the most significant bit. Most significant bit. The first number you get is least significant bit. Okay? You will always read the remainders from bottom up. Always read the remainders from bottom up. Yes? Always read the remainders from bottom up. I hope you all have been able to solve this. Next number, 160. 160. Please solve it. Pause, solve, check. The answer should be 101 0 0 0 0 0. I repeat, 101 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, now when it comes to fractional numbers, you will have to convert fractional numbers also. The only difference is after the decimal point, you will multiply by -1. So if I have a number 1234.567, it should be, okay, we will do fractions another time. This is your homework for the day. You will convert these numbers from binary to decimal. So you're going to find the decimal equivalent of these binary numbers. And you're going to find the binary equivalent to these decimal numbers. Binary to decimal, pause, write. Whenever you feel you need to write something, just pause. This is decimal to binary. Pause the screen, write the numbers, solve them. I'll give you the answers in the next class. Okay? Okay, we have a few minutes, so let me introduce you to octal number system. Octal number system. So sometimes a binary number is so large that it becomes difficult to manage it. So octal number system was devised or was invented for compact representation of binary numbers. Since you all are writing binary numbers and you all have been solving so many, when you all will solve the number 512 from decimal to binary, you all will realize how large that number becomes. So sometimes the binary number is very large to manage. So octal number system was devised for compact representation. Compact is small. Compact representation of the binary number. Octal number system is called base 8 number system because it has total 8 digits, including 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Totally 8 digits are used. The number 8 is not used. Huh? Okay. Positional value is expressed in the powers of 8. So we have done decimal number system and you all know we did 10 raised to 0, 10 raised to 1, 10 raised to 2. We did binary number system and you all know the positional values were 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2. Now we are doing powers of 8. So 3 binary digits, that is 2 raised to 3 gives us 8. So 3 binary digits are sufficient to represent any octal digit. So this is how it compactly represents binary number. 3 binary digits represent 1 octal digit. Example of octal numbers are given to you all. 237.05. 8 should have been a subscript over there. 13 is an octal number. Now, if you look at the number 13 in decimal, you all will understand the value. And if you look at it in octal, you will have to convert it to decimal to find out the value. 617.24. Invalid numbers would include any numbers that has the number 8, 9 in it. It will become an invalid octal number system because octal number system does not include the numbers 8 and 9. It only includes the digits from 0 to 7. Okay, so here we have 3-bit binary number system, which is 000, 001, 010, 011. If you put 0 in the front of the binary number system, it really doesn't have any value because, you know, when you multiply 0 with the positional value, it will give you a 0. So this is 3 tables: octal table, decimal value, and the binary number. You can see decimal and octal look same here, but when you go to the number 8, that's where the change will happen. Okay, so let's say, for example, okay, let's say, so where we'll have 8 raised to the power of 0, we will have 8 raised to the power of 1, 8 raised to the power of 2, and 8 raised to the power of 3. Let's just take so much for now. 8 raised to 0 will be 1. 8 raised to 1 will be 8. 8 raised to 2 will be 8 8s are 64. We directly jump to 64. Yes? Yes? And when you say 8 raised to 3, we will directly go to the number 5, 1, 2. Yes? So this is how it helps us to compactly represent a binary number. So now let's write in the octal number system. Let's write the numbers. Let me just clear everything. So we will have 1, then we have 8, then we have 64. Okay. Let's not go to 5, 1, 2. These 3 are more than enough for us to write up till the number 64. So when I want to write 0, I'm going to write 0 here. Then I will write 1. Till 7, you all know I'm going to keep writing over here. Yes. Till 7, you all saw. So we'll start with the number 8. To write the number 8 in octal number system, I'm going to write 1 here and 0 here. Yes. This is my which number? This is my decimal equivalent. Okay. This is my decimal equivalent. Please remember, I am sorry for the handwriting. Okay, this is my decimal equivalent, that is number 8. That is written as 10 in 10 in octal number system. How will I write 9? 1 of 8 and plus 1. This will give me 9. How will I write 10? 1, 8 plus 2. This will become 10. Remember, I can use up till the digit 7. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then I'm going to stop. So this will become 11, this will be 12, this will be 14, this will be 14, this is going to be 15. To represent 16 now, I will have to change this to 2 times. 2 times 8. So 2 times 8 will give me 16, and I will say no more. So 2, 0. Then I will write 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I will stop and write the number 30. Like this. So your homework is to write the numbers 1. Shall I say 64? Yes. Let's write the numbers 1 to 64 in octal number system. So besides doing those conversions, you will write the numbers 1 to 64 in octal number system. Come on, we can do this much. Yes? Okay, so with this, I end my class here. I hope you all have understood the conversions very well, and you all have understood the octal number system also well. Next class, we will do conversion into octal number system and from octal number system. Yes? Till then, stay home, stay safe, and take care.